Welcome everyone to the GC Sports Channel. My name is T-Bird, bringing you the C Sliders Championship race live from Auto Club this evening. It'll be an action-packed race around track 5 cars wide, 2 miles long, and a great championship battle and a great promotion battle to watch out for this evening. Guardian we have about a 30-point lead over Bad For You Racing for the C Sliders Championship. And meanwhile, it's only 3 points separating Robbie and old Johnny Boy to get that 12th and final promotion spot to the Super Slider Series next season on Tuesday nights. All the action for you right here. I am joined this evening by the one and only Justin Shackett as a second man.
Hello, 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 hello.
Hello to you. We're also joined by Denkate as our in-race reporter for this evening.
Howdy, howdy, y'all.
Now, you two, what do you guys think about what's going to go down in this race?
I want wrecks. Lots of crashing. Just kidding.
I don't.
That was a lie. I want good side-by-side battling.
I think that's what a lot of us want, and coming here to Auto Club for the championship race, that's a place where you can really get that. There's really 2, maybe even 3 lines you could really run around here. And you could really just give each driver their own taste, and draft is going to be a huge factor tonight as well.
I want to see why these guys in B lobby for next season, why and how are they going to bring the heat to the A lobby drivers of last season? That's what I want to see. I want you to concrete your name because going into A sliders, a lot of the A slider guys worked with each other last season. Are we going to see that next season? Cement your name on why A lobby guys should be working with you next season. That's what I want.
You want to know why they got to work with you?
I want them to not physically tell me why, but show me why I should give trust in them working with them next season.
Think because they all made it to the upper series?
Then Kate, just go with it, okay?
All race and banter going on up here. Meanwhile, we have the qualifying order for you now. On pole is another driver that won't be moving up to A series, but will be a feature down in this lower series next year. BS 14 cars on the pole. And if I could actually get that pulled up. Tiller second, a guy that, and also Guardian third. Those two I'm very familiar with in the broadcast booth, as you know from me covering the Wednesday B Custom Series. Fourth place, old Johnny Boy, just took the race win in the C Customs not long ago.
And the championship.
And the championship. Thank you for that reminder there, Justin. That will be your first 2 rows. And another interesting note was Robbie Racing starting in the back of the field in that whole championship battle. So we'll see how that affects him. Any last words before we get this race rolling here? We'll have about a minute before timer.
I hope I do better this race than the last race.
You won't.
Oh, thanks a lot.
Just kidding. Just kidding, okay? I'm only here for half of the race. Then you don't have to deal with me.
I'm still here, so... Looks like we already have some interaction out in the chat. Thanks for y'all for showing up.
Do we?
We do.
Bad for you racing. Pother again.
Tell bad for you, no texting and driving.
I think he knows that.
10-point penalty for texting and driving.
Daddy, we need you on this now. 10-point penalty.
Oh, damn, I did actually hit a 39. Didn't realize I did.
Alright, so think I can see the timer's going, but your stream now we're getting laps off as is a little bit behind. So if you could just tell us when we're good.
I will tell you. 4, 3, 2, 1. You can.
All right. So sorry for the quick blue screen as we get to the booth here for the actual race itself.
I can join? Yay.
Yes, you can.
Prediction for the race, Brian SP is going to win.
Instant prediction. I'm going Robbie Racing coming up from the back and seeing what he could do with a promotion spot on the line here. I'm
going to go with... Give me a minute, let me think. I think I'm going to go with BS. I've raced with him before in another league. He's a very consistent driver on sliders. I don't think I'm going to be watching out for him tonight.
Yeah, you and I both know how good he could be on a slider. But as we are about to get going here for the C Sliders Championship, they're off and rolling. BS Cars leads them to the green. Green flag is out at Auto Club. Tiller to his outside. Guardian third. That is Old Johnny Boy in fourth. As we see him send it down to turn one. BS gets just about clear of Tiller, but now Tiller has a run to the outside. Will he be able to maintain it? BS
gets way up in the wall. It's a black and green car. Looks like it's a custom. Give me one moment. 82 of NASCAR 82.
NASCAR 82, a regular in the custom side of things, getting into the wall there. Meanwhile, back towards the front of the field, BS Cars will lead the first lap.
Gets a 40-point penalty for texting and driving.
I did that before the race started.
You have no proof.
Yes, I do.
Meanwhile, it is 3 wide for second. Bad for you underneath Tiller and Old Johnny Boy.
The 88 just got moved out of the way in the high lane. They were like, so sorry, bye-bye. You need to go bye-bye.
Yeah. Well, someone who wants to go bye-bye right now is F62 as he sees the racing behind him and he wants to get away from that as soon as possible, get out clear. He is clear,
so
but
the other thing I'm watching at with the 88 too is he did not make very many friends in the custom race just a little bit short ago, so going to be very interested on what's going to happen here because some of these drivers just raced with him not too long ago, so our temper's going to flare up coming into this one.
We'll see as Bad for you is trying to work on Tiller. Oh, 3 wide back in the field. Oh, that's 7 car. 34 as well. That's Rockstar coming over.
I changed my mind. I changed my mind for my winner. Changed my mind. I am allowed. It's okay. I'm going to pick Dank's Booty Flakes.
Oh, he actually made it?
He did.
Ooh, there's like 5 wide in the front.
I'm picking the 21.
Huge race and Tiller to the outside of 62. Guardian,
and
Old Johnny Boy.
just booted the 21 and the 1.
Yeah, those two went way up the track and now back in that second group right there with NASCAR, Rockstar, and 7. Oh, man, more contact midfield. Meanwhile, Tiller's taking the lead up front around the outside.
I want to see how many drivers are going to use the apron. Because a lot of times you can get a lot of grip on 3 and 4 if you use that apron just so ever slightly.
Yeah, we've seen that used plenty of times in races around here at Auto Club. Now, Bad for you, trying to go around the outside and 1 and 2 off Tiller. Can he get that to stick? He has the speed. Will the momentum hold up off the exit?
Oh, the 16 slid up, got into the 14 a little bit.
Oh, and there goes Dank, makes it a huge move down to the inside.
The question is, though, is it going to stick? Which...
He has a drafted partner while he's 3 wide with...
Good old Dank. You never know. He's trying.
Oh, 82 in the grass.
In the grass. 82 or 62, I don't know.
82. 62 is outside line.
This is exactly what I wanted to see.
Oh,
Fight
they're
for
four.
it, boys.
They're
Fight
four wide.
for it.
Dang, all the way down into
Where
the.
are you going?
He's going all the way down there
is
trying
the
to
other
find.
way.
He's going for all the space he could find around here, even though it's 5 wide. There's still not enough room to fit everyone.
Oh, and the 7 is lagging behind the 62 in the high line.
Yeah, that
Who is the 7?
That is awesome. As in his
Awesome
little.
is lagging. If anybody is with him and watching the broadcast at the same time, please let him know that he is lagging on the high side. Brian
Yeah,
SP, one of my faves, just so he doesn't get fined.
Yeah.
Teen Titan for life. I've raced with a little bit. He's consistent.
Yeah. Meanwhile, the battle up front now between Guardian and Bad For You, the 2 points leaders. Guardian out in front by about 40-something points, or 30-something. So, if he could stay second, he should be able to clinch up this championship still. But Bad For You is not going down without a fight, that's for sure, as he has this race lead.
I can't keep my eyes off the 21, the 13, the 6.
Yeah,
The 21's got good entry speed, but he's losing it off exit because he's driving it too deep into the corners on entry to try to gain the spots. He needs to back off the corner entry to get the corner exit.
Yeah, that is a fair point of looking entrance versus exit. As the 21, I do know him for being one of the more aggressive drivers in here, but so it does make sense of what he's doing, but at the same time, it's also slightly hurting him in the long run of things. As 7, I think he has a massive lag spike into the 82 there. So,
and he is in a really bad spot right now as far as lag spikes go because he has fallen back to that second group.
Yeah. Again, anyone with him, please let him know.
Throw it into the chat, slider chat, just in case.
I'm not in the slider chat. And now there's a move for second being made. Dank to the inside of Guardian with Rockstar there to help. Guardian still clear now. Tiller maybe trying to make something around the outside of the 21. Don't think he could get there. Maybe no.
You know, it sucks.
And the other thing that's going to be different for these guys next season too is they're racing stages next season. They're not full out. So that's another thing that they have to get prepared for too is those stage breaks. Right now, they're going full out because they want to keep the lead pack. But next season, you're racing for stage points and stages. So how hard do you want to use up your car in that first and second stage? So that's another thing that they have to remind themselves of next season as well.
Yeah, and also another thing going with how hard you want to run a car. They're in Xfinity cars next season for these C guys, or Xfinity guys. That's what we're calling it basically is. And those tires on those cars just wear so much more than the Cup cars. That no matter where you go, really. So again, I think definitely going to be more about give and take next season than what we've seen here. But even now, they've been pretty clean so far. A couple of contact moments, but other than that, they've been clean. As Guardian going for the lead on the inside, has help from the 6 behind. Nice little side draft. Oh, a bit of contact. Guardian still to the inside, has a train behind him, and now the train's caught. The outside train had caught the 14. Rockstar right there. A huge move for Rockstar up the middle. 3 wide for the lead.
So the other thing too is that group behind needs to get single file while these cars are running 3 and 4 wide, because the sooner they get single file, the sooner that they're going to be able to push each other and get drafted back up to this group. Because right now, this group is not content running single file at all.
That's for sure. Rockstar all the way into the groove, maybe even into the outside wall there.
34 is another car that I'm watching because he's flying on that outside line.
Yes,
So
he
if I'm his
is.
competitors, I would see that and get up there and not block him, but use that push going into turn 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 at all possible.
Yeah, now BS back out in front with a great move from him while all the chaos is unfolding in front of him. Dank to the inside in the 21. Rockstar looking back at it. Taylor to the inside of 62. Dank is in the
21 to the
lead.
lead.
Yep.
21 to the lead. The 14 may either is a bit loose off the corner or could be a first signal for a pit. We are.
So I think a couple of these guys are watching our broadcast because if you notice there, when BS took the lead, he slid into the outside lane in front of the 34 to try to essentially get that push going into the turn. It obviously didn't work out for him, but you know, that 34 is one car that you might want to be watching out for right now because if he's running that good on the high side, he could easily make up a lot of spots running that outside groove. And the 62 is going to side draft the 21.
Yeah, he has a great side draft and a great run out the corner. Rockstar
34
down.
is like, nope, sorry, I'm not working. Peace out. I'm going right here, making it 3 wide. And if that 34 gets out front,
34 is the leader.
Going to say it's T-Bird and I have a really good history with Rockstar Racing. He's not a driver to sit in one place. He's here to make moves.
Yeah, he's making moves now. Guardian back to the inside of the 62. And
Guardian's now the leader.
Guardian's the leader. Rockstar could have a bit of a run. Oh, the top two make contact.
Oh, somebody in the back of that pack, I think it was the 5, smacked the wall coming out of turn 2 and is going to fall to the back part of this draft.
Yeah, that is.
And that one car of Johnny.
That's do the do.
The one car of old Johnny Boy is doing exactly like I said. They need to get single file. And Robbie Racing is back here, which I don't know if this is intentional that he's not using the car up or if he's just not comfortable with that 23 right now.
I mean, you also have to consider that these are the two that are battling to move up to A sliders next year, to 1 and the 23. So while they're really close to each other, it's going to come down to the wire if that's the case for who moves up. Oh, Guardian, a bit of contact with the 34 there. BS back out in the lead, 21 in second, as the front group has actually been the ones that have gotten more single file out, if anyone.
The 16 and the 34 are going to take the 21 3 wide. I'm going to stay on board with the 1 because now him and the 23 are clear of that pack. And I hopefully can get those guys single file. Because you guys, they have to get single file while these guys are racing side by side. The one car may be pitting. That's a strategy.
Well, this has to be a 2-stop. You can't make it on 1 stop without going over the save limit.
Alone?
Well, that's what he's doing. Is he's going to pit alone right there. That is old Johnny Boy hidden from that second pack.
Now, knowing if these guys were watching last broadcast, would you stay out for very much longer, knowing that he created such a big lead on the custom guys?
Well, actually, I'm going to tell you, I think everybody's pitting now because I'm on 3 laps of fuel.
The front pack has not signaled, so...
Yeah, we'll keep an eye on who comes in lap by lap here. No one from the front group this time, or that back group, so... And another thing is...
Are you going to see a mad dash right here with lots of drivers trying to get on pit road, and are people going to speed?
Yeah, I mean...
T-Bird, you and I know, Auto Club is a hard pit road to get on by yourself. Add 5 or 6 more drivers to that, trying to get down to pit road speed.
Yeah. Our NRA supporter Denkate is down the pit lane at the moment.
It doesn't look like anybody else is pitting.
No.
Couple cars way in the back.
No.
But the 16 is in the 60. So the 62 and the 21 just work together to get around the 16. The 21's like, I helped you, but thanks, I want my spot.
Yeah, and I think the 16 is playing a smart game right here. If these three all go down pit road at the same time, he's going to be in the best spot with no one to pressure him.
21 are going to pit. 16 didn't get to signal. Is he going to be able to make it another lap with him being out front?
We will see what he does. He could very well just tuck it in behind the 21 right here.
He is not.
He is going to stay out another lap. Guardian to the point.
I'm going to stay on board for... The 62 went way to the inside. 21 got a really good entry. So I'm going to stay on board with these guys. I'll be in the broadcast until we get spiled through, and then I have to run.
All right. Thank you for coming out now. And, oh, that is a car in the wall. That is awesome. In the wall. Hard. He's dropped to the back of this group that's at the pit.
So the 16, the 21, and the 34 kind of all came onto pit road together. So I'm curious to see if they can get hooked up coming off pit road and where they're going to fall in line with the... Is it the 1?
It's the 1 was the first pit really early. 16's just pit now.
So I'm curious to see where they're going to fall in because I believe the 1's coming now. So the 1 should flash by these guys.
That is
As I stay on board with the 21. The 1's coming out of turn 1 and 2 now, but the 21 and the 16 are going to maybe be up to speed by the time he catches them.
At the very least, they're going to be in the corner where they're going to speeds are going to even out. I think Johnny Boy's going to have the draft of the top of those two, just about maybe. But now he's got worse tires and he's barely there, so he could easily fall back to the guys like Rockstar and who else. Tennessee Titan also just now pitted. As we look at this mad dash off the exit of pit road. And there goes all of the leaders around these guys.
But was that a strategy call for that second group? Because it looks like the 62, the 21, the 1's I don't think going to be able to get there.
But more interestingly enough, the 16, I saw he had a very aggressive pit road entry, and he's gone out in front of these two with the freshest tires out of the front 4.
So that's the thing, is he going to be able to pull away from those two?
Leaders coming up. 77.
77.
16's in the leader.
Yep, there we go for that. So Guardian takes the lead. Freshest tires out in there, but the 21 and 62 got to be working together to try to run him down. And yep,
and Bad For You is coming up on, I think it was Rockstar, really fast.
Yeah, it looks like Rockstar didn't have a good pit road entry compared to everyone else in the front group right there. Now, Tiller and Bad For You right up on the 34. Oh, Bad For You is in the grass. He's gathered it really well to keep it on the track without a wreck. But he loses a huge amount of spots right there. Back behind Do now. Wild scenes there now. 21, 62, and 16. Those three look to be the class of the field right now.
Okay, guys, well, enjoy the rest of the broadcast. I will hopefully be able to watch it while I go get my dinner.
Take care, man.
Have a good one. $25 laps to go.
So, just about halfway in this race now. Guardian, BS Cars, and Dank, the top 3. As we roll around here, Johnny Boy 4th, and then it's the duo of Tiller and Rockstar rounding out your top 6, with Robbie racing behind. So, not only is the battle for... So now the battle for the last promotion spot will really be heating up with those two probably going to be really close to each other by the end of this race. Old Johnny Boy has opted a short pit, try to keep his car out in front, but how will that hurt him long run? Especially right here with no help and a 3-car draft, including his rival trying to run him down right here. Meanwhile, back out front, Dank has taken second place from BS cars with a swift move, and now the 21 working to get to the 16. And to the inside goes Dank. They're side by side for the lead once again. Guardian has the outside, and they're side by side still off the exit. BS working with that outside line in the 16. Dank, a really fast car right here to stay even. 16 whips it in there. Gonna lose out the spot. But now he'll have another push from the 62. And the racing for the lead is on. And interestingly enough, Guardian opts to pull behind the front two, maybe to try to save his stuff up more for the long run, or try to do what he did the first time around and have fresher stuff for the end of the race here. Johnny Boy in fourth still has yet to be caught by that pack of 3. So still keeping an eye on that. And as we look back there, it looks like Tiller and Robbie going around Rockstar, try to see if that can speed up the pack a little bit. And meanwhile, in that pack behind, Bad Free is going to take the lead of that pack with 7th through 9th right there. That's with Do and Trav, my normal in-race reporter on Wednesdays. So shout out to him. Enjoying a solid race, third in points, but
he sucks. I'm kidding.
Hey, don't
Sorry,
diss.
Trav. Sorry, Trav. I had to. What? They all dissed the Canadian. But it's all in fun. Yep. Trav's a good driver.
Oh, a bit of contact between a 62 and a 16 right here for second. Dank's still out there, but it seems like he has a really good short run car in this mid run now as well. But can the 62 get back to that 21 in the long run here now? I doubt they'll pull. I doubt the 21 will be able to pull his way by himself. You just can't do that here, or either of the 2 mile tracks for that matter, here or Michigan. But now it's just and Johnny Boy's actually gone for a second stop. So as we mentioned before, him splitting the race dead even in the thirds works well in gaining time. But how poor is that car going to be in the long run compared to everyone else? We have to see and find out here. This time, though, he's also going to have probably some draft from this group of Awesome, 10 Titan for Life, and Noggle. So that's where things stand at that. Back up at the front, Dank and BS still 1-2. Guardian still third. Now, this is now 6th through 8th. Trav has taken the second spot in that group. And then Pro 75 coming off pit road, and Robbie Racing now leading the group, that second group. He is currently in 4th, provisionally 5th when things cycle back out. So I don't know how the points are necessarily done, but if I look at it correctly, I think Robbie was just ahead of Johnny Boy entering this race by 3 points for that last spot. Yes, I would be correct. Robbie was ahead. So Johnny, if he's only up there by 1 spot, is that enough for him to claim that final transfer spot into next season?
Yeah, because our Noggle's up there too, I think.
Noggles outside the top 10, but he's had a decent enough race to where it'll keep him in. It should keep him in.
Yeah.
He was about 50 points clear of those two that we've been talking about basically all race. Back out front, 62 now really closing in on the 21. They're more on the bumper to each other now than they were a few laps ago. Now that second group slightly racy there. Tiller working a different line, perhaps, as also behind looks like low bow tie. Don't know if he's on fresh tires and is behind that group, or he's just worked his way up to bad for you and the rest of these guys up here, but he's worked his way into a good spot. Doo and Trav now split away from bad for you in a group of two, and then Johnny Boy, who has made his second and final pit stop behind them on track. Rockstar still chilling out behind. This second group right here had a solid race, kept it clean. So we'll see what he does in his last stop now, considering that he went a lap shorter than the two guys in front of him. Will he be able to pit with his mates? We will see about that. And Dank again having a good bit of space to enter turn 3 right here with the lead, as the front three have really just rode around in a line for most of this run. Although right as we get to it, the 62 to the inside, side by side for the lead. BS Car's Guardian's going to go with the 62. That is...
I'm trying something. Hopefully it works.
Thanks for that insight. Then BS will take the lead. Guardian second, and Dank is now back to third. And Rockstar back in that sixth spot at the moment, but he has lost his two buddies up there, and now Bad For You and Low Bow Tie on the chase for him. BS still out in front. We'll try to see where there's some racing action going on. So, apologize for me just flicking through really quickly up. Bad For You to the inside of Rockstar for 6 now, as they finally got side by side, and that is a spot for the 14. With Guardian up in front of him, though, I don't think he's going to be able to catch him for the championship win, but still, as I said before, putting in a nice fight for it. Rockstar will just settle in line behind the 14. Run some laps with him. Dank has gotten back around Guardian for second place. Although I feel like Guardian has just been more preferring to run behind those front two. Or maybe just doesn't have the car to go compete for a win like those two do. Well, we will see about that. As I would expect to see the second and final round of pit stops for most of the field coming in the next couple of laps here. Would I be correct in that?
Yes, you would be. 10 laps to go.
So 10 to go. The first stops were right about this. So I think you'll especially see more cars coming down pit road. I think you will see more action coming about. Is this go time for the 16? He's been riding behind the rest of this group for the entire. Oh, there's a wreck in the back.
Oh boy.
That
Looks
is
like one car.
one car low bow tie. Him and Rockstar got at it. So they were around each other there, and that car is just parked on the inside wall, probably frustrated that had a good run going in the top 10, and then you just see him slide off to the infield off of turn 2. And while we're at it, 3 of the top drivers, including Robbie Racing and Rockstar, who we just mentioned, down the pit lane for their final stop. So here comes that green flag pit stops. Bleh. And I believe that's a 78 retiring from the race right there with that spin.
Oh.
Do.
That's a tough break.
Yes, it is. BS with a huge lead out there. He's going to head down pit lane. They all get slowed down. Top 3 in. Old Johnny Boy stays out. We'll see how he'll come around the field in all of this. Now, as you look, there's Robbie. There's the person he's fighting with. When they get about even,
77's the leader.
that's Tennessee Titan, the leader. The one in the 23, that's about 5 seconds, but that one car's already been out there for a handful of laps. So, towards the end of this race, will we see him get ran down? Meanwhile, Guardian, not the pit road exit he was hoping for, ends up back behind, way behind the 62 and the 21. And that could be his race for over just based off the pit crews with a short amount of laps left. Old Johnny Boy, he's going to want a spot right here. Try to get any sort of car in between him and Robbie just to ensure that he could be that 12th car. But he can't get to the 3 or the 5.
Nope. Good.
Drafting off the 3 now to the outside of Trav. Dank and BS the front 2. The 1 car now to the inside of Trav's son. Can't get there. And Robbie Racing is coming.
5 laps to go. I am now back on the lead lap.
So 5 probably coming to 4 unless you're actually talking about the leaders.
No, they would be. Yeah, actually, they would have. So they'll be coming 4 to go when I come around.
All right, here's Robbie Racing around the outside of the 1 car. He is there. He's gone around. He makes a huge move into the wall.
Who's the 62? 62 is the leader.
That is BS Cars in the lead. Robbie Racing, the 1 car in his sights to secure his promotion. There he goes. Splits the middle 3 wide. And that should do it for him. That should be your 12th driver into the A Sliders next season. So a equaled out strategy for Johnny doesn't work out. Draft too much for him to overcome on that alternate strategy. Meanwhile, BS is pulled away from Dank for the race lead. As your top 3 are all spread out by a decent bit and won't be caught. And unfortunate for that 1 car, Johnny, as he just sees his ticket to Tuesday nights just fly right out the window right there.
Maybe. Because who had the last spot?
The last spot was Robbie. Johnny needed to be out in front of him to have a shot. And now Robbie's just putting cars in between the duo. So
3 laps. 2 laps to go when they cross.
2 to go. BS cars with a dominating lead out in front of.
Oh, I saved that one.
Out in front of everyone else by a good margin at this point. The man of the hour for the C Sliders, though, is going to be that third place car, Guardian. Coming in here, a guy that I have seen plenty of times racing on Wednesday nights in the B Customs and do a solid job there. He's down the C Sliders right now, but he will definitely be on Tuesday nights next season, as he is now 1 lap away from securing the season championship for the C Sliders. 1 lap to go. BS out in front. The 16 only increasing his championship lead over Bad For You in this race. Robbie Racing taking that 12th spot in promotion, as we'll get a good look at the 62 out of 3 and 440 final time this evening. And from pole to victory for the 62, comes out of turn 4 with a clear track behind him, just about. BS Cars wins at Auto Club, and Guardian wins the championship for the C Sliders group.
Come on, Brian, I'm coming for you. Damn it. I didn't get the run.
As the rest of the field crosses, it's BS, Dank,
Ooh,
Guardian.
Somebody's out of gas. Somebody's out of fuel. Don't you dare, Brian. Oh, he goes for this. Yeah, I get it.
Oh. Well, before I got distracted by back of the field drama, Taylor will actually take P4 over Bad For You, I believe. I could.
Nope. Taylor got 5th.
Bad For You 4th, Taylor 5th, Robbie 6th, Rockstar 7th, Tennessee Titan for Life 8th, Old Johnny Boy finishes 9th. Do rounds out your top 10 in all of that from Auto Club. So, then Kate, once I know you got to get results over to the boss man himself, Mr. Aquatati, but as soon as you're done with that, can you get an invite to your top 3? Thank you.
Yeah, and I got, dang it, I didn't get all of it, I don't think. Yeah, there's only 19 cars, right? So I got everybody.
Yeah,
you.
I believe so.
Right.
Fastest lap of the race, Dank with a 39.2. Very fast lap for sliders around here, so good job to him.
Alright, how do you get that? Hopefully he didn't leave yet. Alright, perfect. Got her. Got her. Got all the pictures. Who do we need?
We need BS 14 cars, Dank Booty Flakes, and Guardian.
Alrighty.
So we'll put it back on the daily fastest lap. A lot of custom times up there, so unfortunately we won't see.
Where are you, Dank? Oh, that's the wrong one. That's okay. I hit the wrong list. Okay, got that one. Dank. And then you said Guardian?
Yes, Guardian.
I'm just waiting for it to like load back up. Like, this drives me nuts. Alright, I'll add those guys. I'll get the other guy. Oh my god. Keep hitting the wrong button. Keep hitting my triangle, try and add to the chat.
I'm sure you'll figure it out.
Oh yeah. And Guardian. There we go. So who is the champion?
Champion is Guardian.
Is Guardian? Okay.
Hello, Dank. Do you have your mic on always allow?
Let me check and see this Yes, I actually do.
Well, we'll start with you. A bit unorthodox. Normally start with third, but we're saving that for a moment here. You got second place there. Thinking you were with up front all evening long. Had a very fast car, especially short run. It seemed like you were able to make your way through the field, but just didn't have enough at the end for BS. What were your thoughts there?
Uh, I don't know. I messed up coming off of pit road on the last pit stop and then got in the grass a little bit, and that kind of ruined that. I could never catch his draft after that. So he just drove off into the sunset. But overall, it was a great race. I had a lot of fun. Can't wait to race some more with y'all.
That was a good race there, buddy.
Thank you, homie.
Yeah, good job to you. I definitely, definitely know you as a fast driver. Over with us together at Hennessy. So good job with a nice second place there. In this race, I should say.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
I am also catching a bit of echo from someone, so if someone could fix that. All right. With that, I believe we have a whole bunch of people for this interview session. This is more than I'm used to. Next up, we'll go over to the 14 of Bad For You.
Hey, hey.
So you had a fourth place finish there, second in the championship. But just didn't have enough there at the end for either the leaders or Guardian in the championship battle. So, just your thoughts right now.
Well, I really didn't know I was second in points, to be honest with you. I went with an 8 slider, and I probably would have went a little tighter slider had I known that. I might have had a little something, but me and Tiller, he kind of got into my right front and got me in the grass, which kind of, threw that all away. But it was all right. It's just racing.
Yeah, I mean, that's just what it comes down to sometimes. It could be just a bit of racing. Just, you can't control what others do on your track. You can only control yourselves. But, so, you made the best of what you needed to do out there. Just, unfortunately for you, it just wasn't enough.
Yeah. I had a blast, though. It was fun.
Yeah, and yeah, it was definitely a good run for you.
Appreciate it.
And now we'll go over to Mr. BS 14 Cars, man of the minute here with the race win here. Do you have a copy?
Oh, sure.
Is that a yes or?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right, so first off, congratulations on the win. Really great car from start to finish. Got the pole where it's out front the entire time. And just at the end where it was able to pull away off the last pit stop. So overall, a very solid race, which is what I do know you for in terms of league racing in general. So if you want to add something, go right ahead.
I just wanted to say great racing to everybody in here. And I was terrified that first run that someone was going to get loose and I was going to somehow get collected in it, but that didn't happen, so pretty happy with that.
Right, and you just drove a consistent race. Didn't lead every lap, but didn't need to. You were out there when it mattered. Once the group sort of split up, and you were probably the fastest car in the long run, I would have to say. Just had a car for anyone that came across you there.
Yeah, I made some improvements from the MRO race I did there. I ran it too loose last time, and so I ran the same setup, but I ran it on a tighter preset, and it seemed to help a lot.
Yeah, definitely got to use if you run different leagues, you got to use the experience there to help here, and then the experience here to help there. As we both know, we've both raced against each other plenty of times, including last night. So, but yeah, great win for you once again. And well, unlike the rest of this field, you joined a bit too late to move up to the A group on Tuesday nights next year. But it will be a pleasure broadcasting you full time next year, while with the rest of these C guys that are still here.
Yep, should be fun.
Thank you. And now for the man with a great championship run all the way through. Third place in your race today, but first in the Sea Sliders Championship, Mr. Guardian, do you have a copy?
Yes, sir. You got me?
I got you.
He stayed.
A really nice race from you as well. Probably the one person that maybe could have kept up with the 62 in the long run, but looked like the last pit stop you didn't get out nearly as cleanly as the other two did and fell back out of their reach. So
Yeah, I'm not sure what they did on that last pit stop. I wanna say that they took fuel only because I came in right with them.
You are correct.
And I took right side tires. I didn't wanna. I probably could have took fuel only. Tiller and I were talking about that going on a pit road, and I really wanted to take fuel only, but you know, in the position that I was in, I didn't want to even risk, you know, getting the tire down that low. You know, being in the position I was in with the championship, I just wanted to take right sides just to be safe. So that's why they were out in front of me. But yeah, that was man. In the beginning of the race, we were 3 wide and had a pack of what seemed like about 15 cars all under a blanket, and I was in the middle 3 wide, and definitely not where I wanted to be. I tried to get out of there, and there were guys all around me, so I couldn't really just roll out of it. But thankfully, we got that all situated, and I was able to survive that. I just wanted to try to survive, and so that regardless what bad for you did, as long as I got just a solid top 5, I knew I would be okay. So yeah, really happy to get the championship. I was pretty nervous going into it, I'll be honest.
yeah, well, I guess those nerves can be kind of cooled down now as you are officially the season champion for the Sea Slider. So congratulations to that.
Yeah, thank you, sir. I appreciate it. Thank you again for broadcasting.
Yes,
really
great job, Guardian.
Thank you, sir. Congrats to the 62 on the win too. That was fun racing with him.
Yeah, try and beat him next season.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I wanted to race with them guys. It was a lot of fun when it was just the 3 of us. When it was me, him, and Dank. But I was in the middle, and I just didn't want. I knew that the 21 wanted to go. He was really fast, so anytime that he would dive bomb it into the bottom, I would just roll out of it and just let him go. I didn't want it. I just didn't want something to happen. But yeah, we'll be racing hard next year for sure.
Yeah, and I will be racing right with you on Tuesday nights for sure. And you're not even done for championship battles. You have the B Customs Wednesday night. You're in that Final 4 as well, so couldn't make it 2 for 2 there.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna run some laps at Vegas here still this evening. So, the main focus was on tonight. Obviously, getting the air pressure is perfect. That's all really you can do with a slider. And obviously, we got this one. So now next is Wednesday night. So yeah, looking forward to that too.
On that one.
Thank you. It's gonna be tough. Country Caliber and Daha and Jose are really fast, man. We've had a lot of fun all season. I know I'm kind of the underdog. I feel like I know it's going to be tough racing with them guys, but yeah, it should be a lot of fun.
Yeah, and I will be back in the booth Wednesday night for that. But tomorrow I'll actually be out on the racetrack with Denkate in the booth this time.
Maybe. I'm just kidding.
As I am in the Battle for the Championship for the B Sliders at Las Vegas tomorrow night against probably your dad, Hamilton, and Spanker. So that'll be a fun race to take a part in myself. But for this race, that is it for. And it is once again congratulations to BS and Guardian on their achievements this evening, and to the other two. Hope to get some good racing with both of you in next season's sliders. But this has been T-Bird. Denkate's been here as the IRR. Justin, thank you. We're going to thank him for helping out in the early part of the race. But
Yes.
we are now signing off from GC Sports. Tune in tomorrow for the B Sliders Championship and the rest of the week as it's championship season on the GC Sports channel. Signing off.